Hey guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we'll take a look at 15 different commands we can use when we are working with the Ubuntu. Now these are related to networking. You can use this to gather information about your device. For instance, if you wanted to know the IP address, or if you wanted to troubleshoot DNS, or if you wanted to shut down an interface, like a wireless interface, these are the commands you'll need to use. So let's go into the commands and look at what commands we have available. So I'll start with the most basic one. If you wanted to know your IP address and MAC address, you can use the IP command. You can type the command IP address. And this one shows you the different interfaces on your computer. We have loopback 0 with an IP, and then ENS33 with an IP right here. Then there's the wireless interface here with an IP. Now, if you wanted to see the different options, there's quite a few. You can do IP-H, and this one just shows you the different options that you have available. For instance, here we see that you have the option that says link. So if you run IP link, you'll get just the MAC addresses. So for instance, if I clear this and do IP link, it just shows me the MAC addresses for the different interfaces. Okay, let's move on to the next command. Now the next command also displays the interfaces you have, and we can also use it for other things like shutting down interfaces. So the command is ifconfig, and this again shows us the same information, which is the interfaces. The display is a little different, but the information is similar. We have the name of the interface here, the IP address, name of interface, and then the IP address, and the MAC address as well. The next command is also for interfaces, but this is just specifically for displaying wireless interface information. And that command is iwconfig. And as you can see, this one just shows us information about our wireless interface. It gives us the name, and then it says the mode, which is managed here, managed mode. And then if you're connected to a wireless access point, the ESSID. So there's detailed information on your wireless interface. This command also allows you to configure some options related to your wireless interface. For instance, you can use the command to configure the channel. You could say, let's just look at iwconfig-h. So these are the different options you can set here, the mode, channel. Now, let's say, for instance, if you wanted to change the channel, you could run iwconfig, and then you put your interface name. So let's do iwconfig, so you can get the interface name. And then you can do is the sudo iwconfig here. Then the interface name, we'll copy this, paste it, and then you say channel 2, and then you put in your password. Okay, we'll move on to the next command. The next command is for showing the wireless interfaces also, and also gives us an option to disable the wireless interface. Let me clear this. The command is rfkill, and when you just type the command by itself, it shows you the wireless ID number. It's 0, the type, and then it says soft and unblocked, hard unblocked. So right now it's not locked or it's not shut down. Now, if you wanted to block it, you can just do sudo. So let's just check the status right now. If I do IP address, you see that the state is up and it's got an IP address here. Let's do sudo rfkill. We'll say block. And since we're using the interface, you have to put the interface ID, which is 0, right here. And then we just press enter. Now let's clear and then do IP address again. As you can see now, it says state is down and we don't have an IP anymore. And if I did rfkill again, you can see here it says soft blocks. It's blocked right now. So to unblock it, you run the same command, sudo rfkill unblock, then the interface ID of 0 right here. press enter, and if I do ref kill again, it's unblocked and it should now have an IP address. Now it's back to state is up and it's got a valid IP. The other one, like I said, for disabling an interface is ifconfig. If I did -h here, there's quite a few options, but if you go down here, you see that there's this option for up, down. So if you wanted to disable an interface, you could also use this command. So let's see an example. Let's do iwconfig. So we'll need the name here. And then to use the command, all we have to do is type sudo ifconfig, the interface name, copy, paste, and then we can put down or up. So in this case, we're going to take it down, say down. Let's do IP iwconfig, see what it says. So now it's saying it's not associated to an access point, which is different to when it was associated, and there's no information here similar to what we have here for the ESS ID. And if I did IP address, we'll see that it's down. And to bring it back up, we can repeat the same command and do up. And then if I did iwconfig, now it's got an association with an access point, which is right here. And if we do IP address again, we'll see that it's up. Let's move on to the next command. Now the next command is a basic command for troubleshooting, and that's the ping command. If you wanted to see if a site or host is reachable, you type in ping, and then you do -c for the count or the number of pings you want to send, say 3, and then here you put the IP address of the website, and that you transmitted 3 packets and you received 3. If you didn't receive any, that means that particular site or host is not reachable. So that's how you can use that to troubleshoot. And the next commands are going to be for DNS, for checking DNS information and for troubleshooting DNS issues. The first one is the most commonly used one, is NS lookup. So you type NS lookup and then you type the site here, and then you should get an answer which shows you the IP address associated to the site you typed. So that's one way for you to troubleshoot DNS. If you're not able to get that information, then you could be having issues with your DNS. Either you don't have a DNS IP address set or server set, or you have the wrong information. The next command is return similar information as far as DNS is concerned, and it's the D command. I'll do Google again. This returns a little bit more information. There's the answer section, google.com gave us the IP, which is the same as what we got here. There's more information like query time, server, the port 53 for DNS, when, the date, and so on. Then the last command is a simple command for DNS also, the host command. Then we'll do google.com. So this is a simple tool that translates the website address to an IP address. It's a quick command for checking your DNS as well. So the next command is going to be the app command. The app command allows us to see the app table, all the IP addresses of devices on our local network. What it does, it maps IP addresses to their MAC addresses and allows us to see other devices on our network. It's just the ARP or the app command. And as you can see here, we have an IP address 172.16.1.10, and the associated hardware or MAC address is right there. Same thing. So this one is translated to the gateway. That's the MAC address, and then another IP and the MAC address. Another command that shows us other devices on the network and whether they are reachable is the IP neighbor command. It tells you that this IP right here, 172.16.1.10, it's reachable via this interface, and this is its MAC address and its tail. So if I ping that device. If I say, for instance, ping 172.16.1.10, that's the wrong one, 10, okay, and I rerun the IP neighbor command. So now it shows me this IP right here is reachable. It's no longer stale. Okay, let's move on to the last commands here. Now, if you wanted to see what you have configured as your gateway or default gateway, and if you wanted to trace the routes to a given destination, these are the commands you can use. You can use IP route show. It tells you the default or default gateway is via this IP, and then the interface that you'll use to get to this default gateway. And then there's another default gateway, but this is the one that's reachable via the wireless interface. So I have two interfaces with IP addresses on two different subnets. One is reachable via the wired connection, and one is reachable via the wireless connection. And next, we'll look at the trace route command. Now, if I wanted to see how many routers I'm jumping through to get to a given IP or website, you can use the trace route. You can say google.com. So this one is not installed by default, so we will need to do sudo apt install. Let's try trace route. And let's go ahead and try the command again. And now we're able to see the different hops that we jump. So we went to the default gateways on the internet, another one, and another one, and another one before we got. So we jumped about 10 hops before we got to google.com. The last command is the trace path. And it does similar, it gives us similar information. It just tells us how many hops we're jumping. So in this case, it's failing. For some reason, it's not getting responses. So it's dying after the 5th hop. So it's not getting responses from those routers. So the reliable one is the trace route. So the trace path, it might not be that reliable. So that's all for this video. I hope this information has been helpful. I'll catch you in my next video. Thanks. Bye.